The central theme of the Baha'i faith is unity of mankind. With all the persecution been going on in Iran, Baha'is don't respond violence with violence, but we pursue justice through peaceful means such as this campaign, and truly our story is one. This is a very dear friend of mine, Shirin Dalwand. Shirin and I were very close friends. And on November 29, 1982, Shirin and I had lunch together, and then we went to visit a family that one of the members of that family was in prison. After our visit, we started walking toward our home, and then we noticed that we are followed by a Revolutionary Guard, and he practically followed us almost to our home when we arrived in the house. That made both of us, me and Shirin, very, very uncomfortable, and we talked about it, that what was going to happen, and we felt that maybe something was going to happen that evening. Later on in the evening, Shirin felt quite tired and concerned and unhappy. She said she wanted to go and sleep, and then all of us slept. It was around 11 p.m. that our doorbell rang. My father went and opened the door, and all of a sudden 7-8 Revolutionary Guards entered the house. First thing that they did, they put each and every one of us in different rooms and started questioning us in separate rooms, and also gathered all the Baha'i books, all the Baha'i pictures, everything that we had in the house. And then later on, I found that one of the very first questions actually they asked each and every one of us was if we were Baha'is and if we were willing to deny our faith. And of course, we all said that yes, we are Baha'is and we don't want to deny our faith. And then they told me to go and get ready to go to prison. And I was going up the stairs to go to my room to pack a couple of comfortable clothes for prison. And then the room that Shirin was in it, the door got open, and then Shirin looked at me and said, whispered actually to me and said, Ruhi, they told me to go, get ready to go to prison. And I looked at her and said, me too. And suddenly she felt comfortable, and she smiled that she is not alone. And then she borrowed a couple of outfits from my sister, and then she asked my sister also to say goodbye to her grandmother, because she wasn't sure if her grandmother would know that she was arrested or not, and took off her jewelry and gave it to my sister to pass it to her grandmother. And at this moment also they asked my sister, the Revolutionary Guards, to come with them. And my sister said, no, her name wasn't on the list. And they insisted, and my sister insisted. And then my mother at that time started crying and begging them, please take my daughter, but not Shirin, because she was a guest in our home. But they didn't listen, and they said that her name is on the list. Then my mom said that she wants to say prayer. She would never leave her kids live out of the house without saying prayer. And first they said no, but my mother stood right behind the door and said, I will not let you take my girl before I say prayer. And she started chanting a prayer. At the beginning, the guards started like making fun of it or laugh, but Then gradually they became quiet to the point that at the very end of the prayer, when my mother finished, it was such a silence and it was such a spiritual atmosphere there. And then the guards told me and Shirin to get out of the house, and they put us in front of a car. Originally, two cars were together, and they put us at the front of the car. And when they were backing up to get out of our lane, my mother also was running after the cars and continued saying prayer for us.